Thank you very much for agreeing to be interviewed for my project. Could you please briefly describe your work related to the social integration of migrants and refugees?
So hello and thank you for inviting me. My name is Farnak and I'm from Iran. I studied my master here in the field of social integration or intercultural psychology, and we mostly studied about migration, refugee studies, integration of immigrants in multicultural society, about diversity and so on. I did a pilot research about Iranian refugee and Afghan asylum seeker in Serbia, and now I'm studying my PhD in the field of sociology, and my research topic is about Iranian refugee in Europe. So I want to know about the motivation of refugees who are coming here, and also about the integration of refugees in Europe.
That is very interesting. From your point of view, when is social integration successful? What does successful social integration require, especially when it comes to the question of female refugee integration?
For me, first of all, if I think about integration, the first thing came to my mind is language. So people should first think about learning language language of the host country. If you are from, I don't know, and for example Iran, and if you go to Germany, and if you want to go to labor market, if you want to study, if you want to go for shopping, for sure you have to know language. The first thing, you should learn German and go to the society and prepare yourself to go to school for education, and then prepare yourself to go to the labor market, find a job, and be among people, go into the society. For me, the first thing is language. I will give you an example, because I already lived in Netherlands, and Netherlands is also a good country as in the field of integration of the migrants, because there are so many immigrants living there, mostly from Turkey and Morocco. And also my thesis was in this field about Moroccan and Turkish immigrant in Netherlands. So yeah, as I observed, there was so many NGOs and organizations for women's empowerment. I went to some of them, and I saw that there are many Turkish, Moroccan, Arabs, refugees and immigrants, women, only women, that they teach them how to, for example, repair a car, how to repair a washing machine, how to work with hammer, how to work with drill. Something that is stereotypically for jobs for men, but they try to teach it to women. That is very good, because that in some cultures, like mostly in collectivistic culture as our culture, we know this kind of thing that is just for men. Men should repair something, men should work with hammer or something. But in individualistic culture, women are more individual and they do everything themselves. So they wanted to mix women in the society, to make them like other women in the host country, to make them like Dutch women. So they try to teach them. Also, they try to teach them about their rights. Something about human rights, because this is new country, and you don't know anything about this. You don't know how to say, keep yourself away from bad things. So they try to teach them about the basic rights of women. That was very interesting for me, and this is also integration for me. If you teach them and send them to the society, it's integration. For me, if the governments or policymakers try to make a plan like teaching language, first of all, free classes for sure. For example, in these NGOs or organizations, Dutch language class was free for all refugee. I mean, the basic level of the language was free for them, so all people could go there, and there wasn't any barrier for going there. So teaching language, I mean, in basic level could be free.